small town of Ravenwood, nestled deep in the heartland, known for its idyllic streets and tight-knit community, was about to be plunged into darkness. It began on a quiet, unassuming evening when an elderly couple, Margaret and Henry Thompson, found themselves at the mercy of a malevolent force they could never have imagined. It was a Tuesday night, the clock striking 11, as Margaret prepared for bed. She carefully brushed her silver hair, her reflection distorted in the vanity mirror. Her fragile frame moved slowly, weighed down by the years, but her spirit remained resilient. Henry, her husband, sat in his favorite armchair, engrossed in a book, unaware of the impending nightmare about to unfold. The wind whispered through the trees outside, and a flicker of unease crept into Margaret's heart. She glanced outside the window and caught a glimpse of something that made her blood run cold, a figure dressed in a colorful, ragged clown costume, lurking in the shadows across the street. His face was painted with grotesque features, a sinister grin stretching from ear to ear. Dark, soulless eyes stared directly at her, piercing her very soul. Margaret's breath caught in her throat, and she stumbled backward, gripping the edge of the vanity for support. She called out to Henry, but her voice wavered, choked with fear. He turned to her, concern etched across his weathered face, but before he could utter a word, a chilling laughter echoed through the house. The demonic clown had made his move. From that night forward, terror gripped the Thompsons' lives. Every corner they turned, every creak in the floorboards, they felt his presence looming. The clown appeared in the shadows, a malevolent specter tormenting their every waking moment. The once peaceful town transformed into a nightmare of constant fear. The couple sought help, reaching out to the authorities, but their pleas fell on deaf ears. No one else seemed to see the terror that plagued their lives. They were alone in their torment, forced to endure the demonic clown's sadistic games. As days turned into weeks, the Thompsons' once strong resolve began to crumble. Sleepless nights wore them down, their minds fracturing under the relentless assault. Henry's health deteriorated, his heart weakened by stress and fear. Margaret, too, felt her strength waning, her once vibrant spirit replaced by despair. The demonic clown reveled in their suffering, toying with their sanity. He appeared at the foot of their bed, whispering wicked words into their ears, his laughter echoing through the hollow corridors of their minds. Their dreams became twisted nightmares, a macabre playground for the clown's sadistic imagination. One fateful night, as the moon hung heavy in the sky, the clown's malevolence reached its apex. Henry's frail body succumbed to the relentless strain, his heart giving out in the dead of night. Margaret woke to find her beloved husband lifeless beside her, his eyes wide open, forever etched with terror. The loss shattered Margaret's spirit, her grief consuming what little strength remained. But even in her darkest hour, the demonic clown showed no mercy. He reveled in her sorrow, tormenting her with visions of Henry's lifeless body, taunting her with a chilling laughter that seemed to emanate from within her very soul. Unable to bear the pain any longer, Margaret made a choice. She resolved to face the demonic clown head-on, to free herself from the suffocating grip of fear. With a newfound determination, she set out, armed with nothing but her courage and the memory of her beloved husband. The night was thick with an eerie silence as Margaret confronted her tormentor. She stared into the soulless eyes of the demonic clown, defiance burning in her own. The wind howled through the desolate streets, carrying her whispered words. "I will not be your plaything any longer," she declared. In one final act of defiance, Margaret hurled herself at the demonic clown, grasping at his tattered clothes. But in the darkness, her strength waned, and her desperate attempt proved futile. The clown's sinister laughter filled the air, drowning out Margaret's cries for mercy. The town of Ravenwood mourned the loss of the Thompsons, unaware of the horrors that had befallen them. The demonic clown vanished into the night, leaving behind a wake of shattered lives and broken spirits. No resolution came to the torment that had gripped the elderly couple, their tragic story fading into the annals of the town's dark history. And so, Ravenwood remained forever haunted by the memory of the demonic clown, a grim reminder of the darkness that can consume even the most innocent of places. The elderly couple's tale served as a chilling reminder of the evil that lurks in the shadows, waiting for its next victim. Forever unresolved.